This is from the Star. Sheffield Wednesday linked with move for goal-scoring attacking midfielder in Sweden. Reports in Sweden have linked Sheffield Wednesday with a move for Ghanaian midfielder Michael BAIDOO. BAIDOO? Football Direct reported today that the Owls have joined BAIDOO's list of admirers as he continues his form from 2023 and 2024. And it may be that of Danny Rule's looks to try and bring him on board ahead of Wednesday's 24-25 championship campaign. The website stated the likes of Maccabi Haifa, Lugarets, Ferencvaros, Hull City, Middlesbrough, NSC Nijmegen, and Luton Town have all shown an interest in the 25-year-old, while Leicester City are said to be keeping an eye on him as well. With 7 goals and assists in 12 Allsvenskan games so far this season, it's no surprise to see the Ghanaian youth international making his way onto the radars around Europe. However, Elfsborg's reported valuation of 3 to 4 million euros may be a sticking point to some of those said to be interested. So, Jake.
He good.
It's a player. We're linked
player.
again.
He's a good player. You've seen some of his clips. And I think with this one, it shows you the ambition and how we're probably going to play. You've seen clips of him and how he wants to get the midfield going. Again, it's a midfielder as well. It's where we're short. Is he 25?
25, yep. So is that age of development?
He fits that bracket of player we're looking at. And again, I keep getting people go, oh, he's 3 to 4 million. We're not going to pay that then, are we? It's like, no one thought we were going to get a PSG or a Monaco player in last season, but we did. I think you got to take away this whole, well, he costing that much, we're not going to get him in. Just because we didn't do that last season doesn't mean it's not going to happen this season. And also, can people remember how transfers work? You don't pay transfers all the money at once. They're always in installments. Like, nearly always.
Well, they want above market value for him because his reported market value is only about €2.5 million. So if that is correct, then they're wanting above market value.
You do 2.5 to 3, and then you give them a 30% sell-on fee, like we've done with like Gassama.
That's top. I reckon you go in at 2, personally.
Yeah. He's a good player, though. He fits that kind of tricky midfielder we need.
Again, though, does he fit more of a... would you say he's more of a central midfielder or a 10?
He's more of a central midfielder that can play into a 10. Does that make sense?
He's effectively what George Byers was for us in League One, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that would make sense. That's the sort of player we're looking at, and improve George Byers. He doesn't have much to his, because he's obviously... I've heard of a few of these teams. So he started at Vision in his youth career, but then he went to Midfield. I've heard of them, but he only made 1 appearances with loans to Frederica and Gerve, where he made 16 appearances and 40 appearances at Gerve, scoring 6 goals.
He's very much been on the
Then he signed for them permanently.
Continent.
Yeah, fair enough. He signed for them permanently, then didn't play after that. Signed for Sandnes Ulf and made 29 appearances, scoring 4 goals. And at Elfsborg, where he's been and he currently is, he's made 58 appearances, scored 17 goals. So he's coming into his own there. And he's also represented Ghana for under 20s, but that was back in 2016. So he's not a current international. But the way he seems to be one of those players that to be honest, I've got no idea, boys. I don't think any of us could say we've seen. You might have seen clips. We might have looked at clips, but in terms of general, we don't watch the league.
I spoke to my uncle's friends who are over in Sweden, and they said he's a very good player who needs to be put under a manager that can look after him. He's a raw talent in Sweden. He's really good. And he fits it. But if he goes anywhere else, he might be classed as like a raw talent, if that makes sense. That kind of thing, where you give a bit of guidance, it will make sense. But again, it's a bit midfield. It's the midfield where now you're looking if Byers are gone, Volk gone, we're short. We need to. But you look at that midfield, we're going to need players around the 25 to 26 age and then 21 to 24. So your 25 to 26 are your first teamers and your 21 to 24 for your quad depth players.
What do you think, Jack, on this one?
I couldn't really say any more than Jake there. I just totally agree. I think, as well, if we've got clubs like Leicester who are keeping an eye on him, although, granted, I think sometimes clubs like to throw their name in there just to kind of ruffle the feathers of the transfer market, if you like. But if there's clubs like Leicester that are keeping their eye on him, then I think it's probably worth us going for him. And yes, we can just look at clips, and that's basically just the highlights of a player. But considering how good he is in those clips, I think it might be worth giving him a scout. Giving him a bit of an assessment.
I think it's just, I'm not surprised we're being linked with as many midfielders as we are, because it's a position, especially with Volks on the way out, that we need to strengthen. So
fun little
it would make sense. I would say, though, there is some names in there, like Luton Town, for example, who would potentially be stiff competition for him, especially as it looks like they're about to lose Barkley.
Yep.
I wouldn't be worried about Hull as much anymore. I would have been if they'd have kept their manager.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
I think Luton, you've got to think they've got parachute payments, so they could just pay 5 million and just
exactly. That's the thing, but that's a big gamble, actually. Whereas I think you don't go for the bigger gamble. You go for I think he would fit quite well, in terms of what we need there. It's worth a punt, right? However, it's not worth a €4 million punt. But if Danny wants to do that, I trust this structure that we've got at the club. I keep saying this. I trust the process, because we might as well bloody trust it, because
I won't lie.
I hate that. Worked.
I hate that phrase just because of what Arsenal fans have done to that phrase. Trust the process.
Yeah, that's true. Because none of them trusted it until recently. But let's do the FIFA thing. He's a rare silver, guys. 81 pace. He's a pace merchant. He's also got quick step play style, so he's actually usable. 56 shooting, 61 passing, 68 dribbling, 50 defending, 59 physical. 3-star. I'd be very much using him and evoing him. I can't see the best of all times because I'm not logged into the site at the minute, but he's had some good evo paths there, and I think Jack would be absolutely thrilled to use him within FIFA. Let us know what you think about BAIDOO and the potential.
If it's career mode, yes.
In the comments.
I only play career mode anyway, but yes.